After a while, I was just asking myself, okay, in an ideal world, what would the perfect page builder and page editor look like? I mean, ask yourself, if you knew nothing about how this is usually done, and if there were no technical constraints, how would you want to build and edit your pages? I think it would be something like this. You'd look at your content, and when you see something you want to change, you simply click and you start writing. You'd drag and drop elements just as you see them. Not a single layer of abstraction between you and the content you're creating. No delays, no tab switching, no page refreshing, none of that stuff. That would be perfect, right? And that's why that's exactly what we built. Welcome to Thrive Content Builder, the first truly intuitive click-to-edit drag-and-drop builder for WordPress. It's so simple your granny could use it, and it's so amazing you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. And I warned you about this. This thing will ruin every other editor you've ever used for you forever. Once you use this, you will never want to go back. And it's really as simple as that. Once you have the plugin installed, you can simply go to your poster page view and click on this Edit Using Thrive Content Builder button. This takes you to the front end view of that poster page, and here you can very simply start adding content with simple drag and drop and just writing. I'm just going to quickly add some demo content here. And when you're looking at the text, you have all the editing options that you're used to. So I can select some text, make it bold or underlined. I can create headings. So if I add a paragraph here, I can select this and turn it into a heading just like you're used to. Let's make it heading 2. And you can very easily drag and drop elements around. So I simply click and drag to move that heading. Plus you can create responsive columns. So if I drop in 2 columns here, I can drag and drop text into a column. And everything is just that easy to use, and everything is right on the front end. And the most important thing here is that what you're looking at here, the fonts, the style of the website, everything you're looking at is exactly as it is on your website. It's exactly as it is when a visitor comes to your website and looks at the front end. So there's no mental translation you have to do between what am I editing and what does the content actually look like. How cool is that? Seriously, do you see why I'm so excited about this? And you know what? That's not even all. With the Thrive Content Builder plugin, you don't only get the most amazing editor you've ever used, you also get a collection of design elements that you can use on your pages and for your layouts to really take your page designs to the next level. When you're building advanced content pages, and especially marketing pages, there are some elements that always come in handy. For example, nice text boxes to highlight parts of your content, testimonials, guarantee forms, columns, and so on. Now, there are already tons of options out there that let you add such elements to WordPress pages, and usually it's done with shortcodes. And you already know how I feel about those. But even apart from that, the problem is that the design is usually horrible. They're usually tacky and scammy looking. You know, the kind of thing where you have big red headlines and yellow highlights and whatnot. There's a certain design that just makes your page look untrustworthy immediately. And most of the sales page shortcode type things that I found have been this type of design. For Thrive Content Builder, we've created design elements that are the exact opposite of that. We've got 2 sets of styles for each element. A flat design style for a sharp and vibrant look, and a classy, luxurious style with subtle but beautiful gradients. And we'll add more styles like these in the future. In this simple editor bar, Thrive Content Builder gives you everything you need to create amazing professional looking content, and it makes it easier than ever before. Whether you want to create a sales page or a full-blown marketing site, or whether you just want to improve and enhance your usual content editing, Thrive Content Builder was made for you. Remember that 3 boxes layout we looked at earlier? Here's how easy it is to build with Thrive Content Builder. So the first thing we need on this blank page here is we need some columns. So I'll get the 3 columns we need here, drop them onto the canvas, and then we need a content box. So I'll choose one of the content box styles. Let's go with style number 5. Place it inside our first column here. Now we will change the color. I simply click on it and choose gray to match the example we looked at before. And now we also need a button inside this box. So I'll get the button here, drag and drop a button inside here. Now this button is far too big, so I select it. And first of all, it's also the same color. So let's change the color and let's make it small. And I'll also make it span the full width of this box here. And then I can also select different button styles. So let's go, I don't know, with style number 2. That's our first box with a button inside. And now I'll simply duplicate, I'll click this little icon here to duplicate this whole thing, drag and drop the new box into the second column, Do the same thing again, duplicate, drag and drop. And there you go, that's our 3-box layout already done. And the cool thing is here, if I want to change something like the button color in the second box, I don't have to go through a ton of shortcodes. I just click on this button and change the color. Pretty cool, right? And it's just as easy to build any kind of layout and any kind of content you can think of. Plus, this is a huge time saver. You won't believe how quickly you can create even long marketing pages and complex layouts using Thrive Content Builder. It's really unlike anything you've ever used before. And you can get your hands on this plugin right now. So if you want to change the way you use WordPress and turn content creation into an absolute joy, check out the details below this video and get your copy of Thrive Content Builder today.